TV1000 rapporterar de senaste nyheterna från filmvärlden i Hollywood.
I swear on my mother's honor, this is it. There is no more Freddy Krueger. This is the final one. We've taken out all the stops.
Dad? Be like me. Oh. Be like me. Be like me.
Father knows best.
Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger has slashed his way through 6 money-making Elm Street films. Now he claims he bites the dust in Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. You'd expect his success would make Englund a horror fan.
An honest answer. Horror movies are not my busman's holiday. When I go out to a movie, those aren't the first movies I go see. I'm not the first guy that runs out to see a horror movie the first day it opens.
You don't want to miss the bus.
More people have been killed on Elm Street than in some Latin American revolutions. England can't remember how many.
No screaming while the bus is in motion.
God damn it!
The Freddy body count over the last couple of years now, I don't know. You know, he was a lot more malicious back in the first couple. He's more teasing and tormenting since about part 3 now, but I'd have to say he's half 100 probably.
Oh, what beautiful, adorable children. Would you like to come and live with us? It's been so long since we've had children in the house.
We returned to Springwood. People are looking for clues as to Freddy's origin and which character in the movie is in fact his child. And they get back to this town of Springwood where all the other movies have taken place, this sort of generic anywhere USA town. And there's no children left. He's eaten them all, he's killed them all, he's fried them all, he's buried them all. It's just parents and empty playgrounds and empty carnivals and empty schools. And it's just really, this is kind of great, weird sequence, you know, with an infamous cameo in it.
Ethel! I want my children back! You know they bring him!
His bizarre makeup as Freddy would seem to guarantee Englund a degree of anonymity. Not so. Publicity photos and his other roles make him recognizable by movie fans.
It's much easier for me here in Hollywood because everybody's so jaded. You know, in the summer I get the tourists and kids like to hassle me when I've got the top down on the car at a stoplight. But if I go to Bakersfield, if I just go that far inland, or if I'm driving up the coast, stopping in gas stations, or if that's where they really do jump on me.
You know, I can reach these kids through their dreams. You give me half the chance, I can help you with your little problem.
I don't have a little problem. I just have a little reoccurring dream, and I'm handling it fine.
I think it's just the novelty of seeing an actor they recognize, and also having 5 of those films out now and the 6th one coming out, plus, you know, another 35 or 40 movies, TV movies, and all the television I've done. We forget how much cable has strengthened all those old things that given life to projects that were, you know, dead in their tracks.
Now I'm playing with power!
I was in a rut when Freddy came along. I was either the stool pigeon or the stoolie, you know, they call him, a guy that always tells on his friends. But I was playing a lot of sidekicks. I was doing some nice TV movie work around then that I'm rather proud of. But Freddy was really the one, along with the sort of 1-2 punch of the television show V, that really sort of made the American public know the name Robert Englund. Up until then, I was just sort of this funny-looking guy. I made a joke yesterday, like, you know, Freddy 2000, you know, like Frankenstein 1980. But you know, there is no plans now, and there is no one's negotiated, and I'm off to Vancouver to do a new television series. So for the first time in a long time, I've been able to say yes to a project that could, you know, possibly take that long, you know, 22 shows. So for all intents and purposes, yeah, it's the last one. They really did, you know, kick out the jams on this one too, with the effects and the 3D and everything. I think they mean this to be the sort of finale.
Great graphics.
I really don't like the makeup at all anymore. Since about part 4, I've really been having to psych myself up to face the glue every morning. And as you know, I've done a couple other horror movies in the interim that also required makeup. Phantom of the Opera, So I'm glad to be out of the makeup, but I had this sneaking suspicion that about next summer or so, when I usually do the Nightmare movies, I'm going to miss seeing the crew. They use the same crew on these in the art department that I hang out with, and some of the cameramen, the effects people again. Sort of like, it's been like going to summer camp here for the last 5 or 6 years, and now that's going to be over.
The shelter.
Time to start all over again.
So probably it's going to dawn on me next year, you know, that this is really gone, and I'm going to miss the old cuss, you know. But right now, I'm rather happy to see it all end.
Every town has an Elm Street.
His Elm Street success has led to other scary movies. Yet the stage-trained Englund has no fear that, like Freddy, he'll be stuck with horror forever.
I've never really had to deal with the stigma in terms of typecasting, but I'm sure, you know, on my obituary, it's going to say Freddy Krueger.
I've slept with more men than are named under a number in the Bible.
Arnold är transvestit och letar efter det perfekta förhållandet.
If you're gonna laugh at everything I say,
We're never gonna get to bed. How can sleeping with a woman make you proud of yourself if you know you'd rather be with a man? On my feet.
Yeah, 6-inch heels. Some big shot.
They look at me and wonder what they did wrong.
I'm 21, successful, and still every guy I meet takes one look at me and all he wants is sex.
I think you're very beautiful. I thought you were reformed.
You mean what happened between Ed and Alan doesn't bother you at all?
The Institute called. We're gonna have a baby.
Oh, Ma.
Don't you owe on me. March.
Done a lot of crazy things.
I think, David, it's not a crazy thing. It is a wonderful thing I happen to be very proud of.
You're not gonna put me in my grave like you did your father. He was thrilled to have a fairy for a son.
Arnold, tisdag klockan 02 på TV1000. De växte upp i en rik värld. Men nu lever de i en farlig värld.
What's the trouble? Has something happened to Julia?
En berättelse om andra världskriget.
She was never there, madam.
But I saw her. They have to know where she went.
Och en stark vänskap.
We would like you to carry for us $50,000. With it, we can bribe out already many in prison. The money is Julia's money.
Do not return from Moscow to Germany. Travel another way.
We think you're safe, but we cannot assure you this.
Jane Fonda och Vanessa Redgrave i Julia. TV1000 premiär torsdag klockan 17. De har valt en tuff karriär.
For the next year, your days will not end. The work will never stop.
Och det här året blir avgörande.
Now, if you can just make an incision from here to here.
Glädjen när ett nytt liv skapas.
Congratulations on your first delivery, Dr. Weiler.
Och sorgen när ett liv går förlorat.
Ready for defib.
Konkurrensen är hård.
You know, I think you're both very promising doctors.
I don't like to lose. Kenny may have fired the first shot, but I'm going to win this war.
Man måste vara bäst för att klara sig.
Is it too late for law school?
Vital Signs, TV1000 premiär, fredag klockan 20.